All right, so you're prepping for a mining equipment mechanic interview, and we are going deep into RoleCatcher's guides to help you totally ace it. No more generic tips. We're getting super specific, tackling those tricky sample questions head on.
Yeah.
And get this, RoleCatcher's AI can actually give you a personalized advantage. More on that later.
It's really quite amazing how crucial this role is. These mechanics are really the backbone of mining operations,
Yeah,
making sure those massive machines are running smoothly and safely.
right.
Imagine a mine just grinding to a halt because of a broken down excavator.
Oh, yeah.
Not a pretty picture.
No, not at all. So let's paint a picture of this role.
Yeah.
What exactly does a mining equipment mechanic do?
Well, you're the go-to expert for everything, from installation and removal to the maintenance and repair of all that heavy mining equipment.
Wow.
Drills, loaders, trucks, are real heavy hitters. And the career guide highlights a projected 4% growth over the next decade. So job security is looking pretty good.
Okay, so plenty of opportunities, but it's not all smooth sailing, right?
Yeah.
What about the work environment?
It can be demanding for sure. You'll be working in mines quarries, excavation sites, places where safety is absolutely paramount.
Right.
Think long hours, sometimes weekends or holidays, and definitely some physical strength is required.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker. With technology evolving so rapidly, we're seeing autonomous mining trucks and drills emerging. So you're not just a mechanic, you're kind of at the forefront of innovation.
That's incredible. So let's get down to brass tacks.
Mhm.
RoleCatcher's interview guide is absolutely packed with sample questions. Let's dissect that first one. Can you tell us about your experience working with heavy mining equipment? This is like a pretty classic opener, right?
Oh, yeah, it is. But the interviewer is digging deeper than just like a list of machines you've worked on. They're assessing your depth of experience, any specialized training, and really importantly, how you articulate all that technical knowledge.
Mhm.
They want to see evidence that you can really hit the ground running.
So how do you really showcase that?
Focus on the specifics. Instead of saying, I worked on excavators, quantify that experience. Say something like, I was responsible for the preventative maintenance of 5 excavators, each capable of moving 20 tons of earth per hour.
Wow.
Or, I diagnosed and repaired a faulty hydraulic system on a drill, reducing downtime by 15%.
Oh, wow.
And RoleCatcher's AI can even help you tailor those answers to the specific equipment mentioned in the job description.
That's awesome. That's a game changer.
Yeah.
Now let's tackle question 2. How do you diagnose and troubleshoot issues with mining equipment? This one seems to really target those problem-solving skills.
Exactly. They want to understand your thought process.
Okay.
Do you just jump in head first, or do you take a more structured approach?
Right.
Highlight your method.
Mm.
Maybe you start with a visual inspection, then you consult the diagnostic software, and finally utilize those specialized tools. A clear, structured explanation really demonstrates expertise.
And what about those curveball follow-up questions?
Yeah.
The ones that can really throw you off.
Oh yeah, be ready for them. They might ask, tell me about a time you faced a complex equipment failure. What steps did you take and what was the outcome? This is your chance to really shine.
Yeah.
Pick a situation where you had to think critically, maybe even outside the box to solve a problem.
Okay. Question 3 is all about workload management. How do you prioritize and manage your workload as a mining equipment mechanic? I imagine time management is super crucial in such a fast-paced, demanding environment.
Oh, absolutely. They're testing your ability to juggle multiple tasks, meet those deadlines, and stay organized under pressure.
Right.
Think about situations where you had to prioritize urgent repairs, maybe even delegate tasks effectively. Remember, mine's a team environment.
Yeah.
The career guide really emphasizes collaboration, so highlighting your communication and teamwork skills is crucial.
Okay, on to question 4. How do you ensure that mining equipment is operating safely and in compliance with relevant regulations? Safety is paramount in mining, isn't it?
Absolutely. The career guide even mentions potential hazards, like working at heights, confined spaces, exposure to hazardous materials.
Right.
You're not just fixing machines, you're ensuring the safety of yourself and your entire team.
So how do you really nail this answer?
Don't just rattle off safety regulations. Demonstrate a deep understanding of why they exist.
Yeah.
For instance, explain lockout, tagout procedures and their role in preventing accidental machine activation during maintenance.
Okay.
Or discuss the importance of pre-shift inspections, mentioning specific checkpoints like fluid levels, tire pressure, or brake functionality.
Okay.
And don't forget, RoleCatcher's AI can provide you with tailored feedback on your responses, making sure you hit all those key points.
Fantastic. Now for question 5. How do you stay up to date with advancements in mining equipment technology? We talked about autonomous equipment earlier. This question seems to target your adaptability and willingness to learn.
It does. The industry's constantly evolving, and they want to see if you're proactive about keeping your skills sharp. Mention specific actions you take, like attending industry conferences, reading trade publications, or taking online courses.
Oh yeah, maybe even mention specific skills you're developing related to autonomous equipment.
Yeah,
That's a pretty hot topic right now.
right. And you can even tie this back to the career guide, which emphasizes the importance of continuous learning. It's not just about getting the job, it's about building a successful career in this dynamic field.
All right, moving on to question 6. How do you ensure that repairs are completed in a timely and cost-effective manner? I'm kind of sensing a theme of efficiency here.
You got it. It's about balancing speed and quality while being mindful of all those resources.
Okay.
Walk them through your approach. Maybe you create detailed work orders to track progress source parts strategically to minimize costs or implement time-saving repair techniques.
And what about quantifying your achievements?
Absolutely. Numbers speak volumes. Did you reduce repair times by a certain percentage? Did you find a way to save the company money on a project?
Right.
These details make your claims much more impactful. And remember, RoleCatcher can actually help you analyze your work history to identify those quantifiable achievements.
Right.
It's like having a data analyst on your side helping you present your skills in the most compelling way.
That's really cool. Okay, question 7. How do you handle unexpected challenges or setbacks when working on mining equipment? Let's be real. Things don't always go as planned, especially with these massive machines.
Exactly. This question is all about your problem-solving skills under pressure. Can you stay calm, assess the situation, and adapt your approach?
Okay.
This is where a good story can really make you stand out.
Storytelling. Like sharing a time you had like MacGyver repair in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly. Think about a time when a repair turned out to be way more complex than you initially thought, or maybe a crucial part was delayed. Share how you tackled the problem, the steps you took, and the ultimate outcome. This shows resourcefulness and a real commitment to getting the job done.
So it's about showcasing that resilience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And remember, it's not just about fixing the problem, it's about highlighting the lessons you learned. Maybe you discovered a more efficient way to troubleshoot a particular system, or realized the importance of having backup parts on hand. This demonstrates growth and a commitment to continuous improvement.
Oh, that's a great point. It's about turning a setback into a learning opportunity. Okay, on to question 8. How do you ensure that repairs are completed to the highest quality standards? I'm guessing attention to detail is key here.
You nailed it. When it comes to heavy machinery, quality is non-negotiable.
Right.
Breakdowns can be costly and dangerous, so the interviewer needs to know you're a stickler for doing things right.
So have you convey that?
Showcase your process. Maybe you have a meticulous checklist you follow for every repair, or you double-check your work with diagnostic tools.
Okay.
Maybe you're known for your clean and organized work area, which minimizes errors. Share those details, they matter.
And what about certifications or industry standards?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you have any relevant certifications or training, this is the time to highlight them. It adds credibility to your claims and shows you're committed to maintaining the highest standards.
Okay.
And remember, RoleCatcher can even help you identify relevant certifications that align with your career goals.
So it's like having a roadmap to success.
Precisely. Now, for the final question in this set, how do you prioritize safety when working on mining equipment? We've touched on safety throughout, but this question really puts it front and center.
Yeah, it's clearly a top priority in this industry.
Yeah.
And they want to know you're on the same page.
Exactly. This is your chance to reinforce your understanding of safety protocols and your unwavering commitment to a safety-first culture.
So how do you make this answer stand out?
Go beyond simply listing regulations. Share specific examples of how you've implemented safety procedures in challenging situations. Maybe you prevented a potential accident by identifying a safety hazard during a pre-shift inspection.
Okay.
Or perhaps you advocated for additional safety training for your team.
So it's about being proactive and showing leadership even if you're not in a management position.
Exactly. And this ties back to the career guide, which outlines potential career paths for mining equipment mechanics. Even if you start in an entry-level role, demonstrating a strong safety mindset can pave the way for advancement into leadership positions.
Oh, that's a great point. It's about thinking long-term and showcasing your potential. We've covered a lot of ground with these interview questions, but the career guide offers so much more than just interview prep.
Absolutely. It's packed with insights about the industry, career progression, and even networking opportunities.
Speaking of networking, the guide mentions some industry associations like the International Automotive Technicians Network, IATN, and the International Association of Oil and Gas Producers,
Yep.
IOGP. What's the value of these organizations?
They're gold mines of information and connections.
Oh, wow.
They offer training programs, certifications, industry publications, and networking events, all invaluable for someone looking to build a successful career in this field.
So mentioning these during your interview could really impress the interviewer.
Absolutely. It shows initiative, a desire to learn, and a commitment to professional development. It tells them you're not just looking for a job, you're investing in your future.
And speaking of investing in your future, the career guide also delves into the potential for advancement in this field, doesn't it?
It does. Experienced mechanics can move into supervisory or management roles, specialize in a particular type of mining equipment, or even pursue additional education and certifications to become true experts.
So even though we're focused on acing this initial interview, it's crucial to think long-term about your career trajectory.
Absolutely. And RoleCatcher can play a key role in that journey. By analyzing your skills and experience, it can suggest personalized career paths and even help you tailor your resume and cover letter to target those specific opportunities.
It's like having a career GPS guiding you towards your destination.
Exactly. And let's not forget about the career stages section of the career guide. It provides a clear roadmap of the typical responsibilities and expectations for entry-level junior and senior mining equipment mechanics.
This is so valuable for understanding where you fit in and what skills you need to develop to progress to the next level.
For example, an entry-level mechanic might primarily assist with basic maintenance tasks under close supervision, while a senior mechanic might be leading a team troubleshooting complex systems and even training junior mechanics.
Having this clear understanding of the career ladder can really help you set realistic goals and articulate your aspirations during the interview.
It also shows the interviewer that you've done your research and you're thinking seriously about your future with their company.
Now, I want to touch on something we haven't explicitly discussed yet: salary expectations.
Yeah.
This can be a tricky topic to navigate in an interview.
It can be, but it's important to be prepared. The career guide doesn't provide specific salary figures, but it does mention that mining equipment mechanics are in high demand, which often translates to competitive salaries.
Right. And remember, RoleCatcher can help you research average salaries for this role in your specific location and experience level. This information can empower you to negotiate confidently when the time comes.
It's always better to be informed and have a realistic understanding of the market value for your skills.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground today, and I think our listeners are well equipped to rock their interviews. But before we sign off, I want to circle back to something we touched on earlier: technology's impact on the mining industry. It's clear that this field is evolving rapidly, and those who embrace innovation will thrive.
Absolutely. We've talked about autonomous equipment, but the technological advancements go far beyond that. Think about the increasing use of sensors, data analytics, and even 3D printing in mining operations.
It's fascinating to think about how these technologies are changing the role of a mining equipment mechanic.
Imagine a future where you're not just fixing machines, but also analyzing data to predict maintenance needs, troubleshooting complex software issues, and even collaborating with robots on repair.
No. It sounds like science fiction, but it's becoming a reality.
It is, and that's what makes this career so exciting. It's not just about wrenches and grease anymore. It's about combining your mechanical expertise with cutting-edge technology to solve complex problems and drive innovation in a vital industry.
I love that perspective. It's not just a job, it's a gateway to a world of possibilities.
Exactly. And the career guide touches on this by emphasizing the importance of continuous learning. It encourages mechanics to stay curious, explore new technologies, and embrace the ever-changing landscape of the mining industry.
That's a great takeaway. It's not just about getting the job, it's about embarking on a journey of lifelong learning and growth. So for anyone listening who's ready to jump into this world, how does RoleCatcher actually help them land that mining equipment mechanic job?
Well, RoleCatcher's like your secret weapon.
Oh,
It takes all this amazing information from the career and interview guides and uses AI to personalize it for you.
okay.
Imagine tailoring your resume to perfectly match the keywords in a job description,
Oh, wow.
or practicing your answers to those tough interview questions and getting instant feedback on how to improve.
So it's like having a personal interview coach and resume writer all in one.
Exactly. And the best part, it's constantly learning and updating its database.
Oh, wow.
So you're always armed with the latest insights and strategies.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
So basically, RoleCatcher helps you put your best foot forward, showcasing your skills and experience in a way that really resonates with hiring managers.
Precisely. It
Right.
helps you stand out from the competition and land that dream job.
Awesome. Well, I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about today. Any final words of wisdom before we wrap up this deep dive?
Just remember, the mining industry is a dynamic and challenging field, but it's also incredibly rewarding. Embrace the opportunities for growth, stay curious, and never stop learning.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So to all you aspiring mining equipment mechanics out there, go out there and crush those interviews. And remember, RoleCatcher is here to help you every step of the way. Good luck.